I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
The only one I know is
write
LOL.
that to me all the time. Hey, John, have a good time.
Why
TTYL.
don't they say all the other words in
It
TT?
takes too long to write it all out. Talk to you later. So everybody abbreviates now.
I know, but the other...
TTYL, you
And everybody knows what
all
LMAO
the
is.
words they say to you before that is...
LMAO.
You know what LMAO is?
It says? You know.
Laughing my ass off.
Everybody writes that. Laugh my ass off.
Laughing my...
LOL. Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
I know, that's the only one I know. But why are they talking to you normally about everything else and then at the end say
Because it's
T,
too long.
T, yeah. Well, they're saying the other words.
It's shorter to say it that way.
I know, but why don't you say your other words you're saying to him in all
Hepatitis
talk the whole
C,
conversation
common
abbreviation.
You want to know if you have Hep C?
See,
Tell
that-
you if you have hepatitis.
Well, now you know what
dirty
POS
needles
is.
in your arm? You've been putting dirty needles in your
I
arm?
probably won't remember.
What are the symptoms of hepatitis C?
My son-in-law has
Here
it.
it is. Here's the symptoms of hepatitis C. I'll tell you. You got track marks in your arm.
Never had that.
No, it
Jody
didn't.
doesn't have that.
No, I know. It didn't say that. It's too much hassle for me to look it up. I can't look it up.
You want to go to the
Is it-
BOS?
Oh, what I don't know, and I'm going to try to figure out, is hepatitis C curable?
No. No, it's
But
not.
Jody said that there was this treatment out now that
Maybe so, but eventually you're going to die from it.
Jody's not going to die.
Renee, the girl you knew, Renee,
Uh-huh.
that was Jeff's wife, died from hepatitis C.
Well, because he got this treatment, and
Well, maybe they have it now, but they didn't years
no,
ago.
this is recent. This is recent. Just as recent as just before they moved to Valley
And I
City.
knew somebody at the hospital that died of hepatitis C. So,
Hep C,
I never asked him that much. He just
unlike
couldn't.
AIDS, that fucking the
They
minute
can have
it
sex
gets
with-
oxygen, it dies.
that's right.
You know, it dies instantly. Hepatitis C, I could have Hep C and use a razor blade and shave. Cut my face. I cut my face. It's bleeding, and there's blood on the razor blade. I put the razor blade down, wipe my face. You come up 2 weeks later and grab that same razor blade and start shaving.
Yep.
Cut your face. My dried blood interacts with your fresh blood. You got Hep C.
But my question is, why can they still have sex without transmitting it? Because it's still kind of blood.
I think it's a blood. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Because
but
with
just,
AIDS,
just from me saying
anybody-
what I just said,
yeah.
it sounds like it has to be blood contacting blood.
Well, see, this is why I say, because AIDS, you can pass AIDS through sex, right?
But it has to be.
It has to
with
be-
penis in the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah. But, and blood transfusion, see? Blood.
Blood transfusion.
Yeah,
Right.
so
and that blood
sperm-
can't touch oxygen. It's got to be
Okay, but you
passing
don't see
blood
my
going
blood.
right into somebody's.
You're
fucking
talking about
body.
sperm, and you're talking sperm and blood. There's blood. I guess there's cells in blood.
It must be bodily fluids.
Yeah, so it is body fluids. But you kiss the AIDS. I don't think you slobber on them, but
Somebody could have AIDS, Linda, and you could be standing there with your mouth open like this.
and I can't
can
catch
fuck
it.
my nut.
I know.
And the wad will shoot right
You know
into your
how it
mouth.
is.
And as soon as it hits the oxygen and goes, touches your mouth, it's dead. You're just swallowing cum. You're not eating AIDS.
You guys,
Okay?
crossing-
Remember that next time you open your mouth. Okay?
very crude.
Crude motherfucker.
No, I mean, Johnny just says it like it is about sex.
I know, but there's people that, whether you know it or not, walk by and back.
They're
and
not
walk
listening.
over.
Fuck what people think about me.
I know that you
No,
know,
but these
but
people
Joe,
are in
I-
their own world. They're not even
Just
listening.
as I tell Lexi coming up and yelling and making a scene, don't
Well,
by the
yeah, but
words
he's
you
not
say, make
yelling.
a scene, okay? I don't want to be seen,
No, but these people are in their own world. They're not paying attention to what.
well, I would agree with you half the time, but I've had them turn on a dime.
Only if someone's causing drama and yelling, then that's a different
Yeah, well,
story.
that's what Lexi usually does.
But Johnny's
Coming
just
up
giving a sex education class.
Well, they wanted to listen to that too. I mean, the word sex, and we're going like this,
Well, I like the way you do that.
walking by the motorhome,
Well,
minding their own business.
I think
They hear
you-
sex.
You intuitively, you already know how to have sex. No one knows to tell you.
Well, yeah, but I'm just asking the question. Yeah, I understand. It's through sex, but when you give a blood transfusion, you can get HIV positive for that too.
hmm
And it's not just strictly blood; it's bodily fluids. I
True.
guess. But Jody and Melinda can have sex with him having hepatitis C. She can't touch his razors, but they can have sex. They obviously do. Husband and wife there, and so. But she doesn't have hepatitis. She never caught hepatitis C because she never used his razor. So it's a different kind of thing. I
Yeah.
guess. It's not through the sperm, I guess. It's through direct blood, with nothing added, like sperm. But sperm has blood
What
cells.
they've
in it.
always said, have safe sex.
Melinda probably does because I know she's on all kinds of birth control. She does not want to have children to save her life.
Birth control and the condom era.
I will never get grandchildren out of my youngest daughter. Never. She's 35 now. I don't think she'll never.
You don't think she will?
Nope. When she thought she was pregnant one time, she almost had a heart attack.
Almost had a heart attack.
Because she did not want. I was going great. One Mother's Day, she fooled me. She goes, Mom, I'm pregnant. I was going great. You know.
What?
Ben Carson's that guy that Pastor Manning was talking shit about.
Oh yeah, Ben
Carson.
Ben Carson.
He's a Republican / doctor. In fact, Ben Carson. Pastor Manning said, you could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor, you could be a surgeon specialist, but you still a nigger. He was talking about Ben Carson.
I think he's an awful man.
He was talking about Ben Carson.
Yeah, that's
He hated. I don't know why, but he hated Ben Carson, and he hated Obama.
Mhm.
He ain't nothing but a half-breed, Mac Daddy, long-legged. Remember, he used to
He's cut down on his own people. John,
long-legged Mac Daddy. That's
You
why.
didn't like Pastor
I've
Manning,
heard.
did you?
I can't
Why do you
stand
think
him.
the KKK invited him to join their club?
But he's a black man.
But you hate niggas. You can join our club, KKK man. We'll stand right next to you, hold you, smile.
You know that woman that was on one of his things one time.
But
She
Pastor
looked like she was writing, "I want to get out of here. This guy is crazy."
Oh yeah, that was his wife. His wife writing that shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she wanted to get.
She just looked like her face.
Pastor Manning says, "Now I'm not talking this way because I hate y'all niggas. I'm saying this because I love you enough to warn you that you need to change your ways. You need to change." Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm not talking like this because I hate y'all.
I remember
He's pastor. And he
you
never
introduced
talks-
Pastor Manning to everybody.
Oh, I introduced him to everybody I could.
But Johnny-
And that's why Renee, my friend that sells dope, was up there at Joe's one time
Yeah, and
watching these videos that I was showing. She goes, "Johnny, where do you fucking get this shit? I get on YouTube, I never see shit like this." You know what I mean? And you know how I stumbled on Pastor Manning?
how did you do that?
Yeah, I know. I was trying to find out why Detroit went broke.
Okay,
Because everybody knows Detroit's the worst city in America. Everybody knows Detroit.
it's a broken city.
And yet Detroit, 50 years ago, was the place to be.
Yep.
That was the Motor City. That was Motown. You know what I mean? Motown started there. The American cars all started in Detroit.
Yep.
I know.
So why did Detroit?
Why did
I
Detroit-
was curious.
My
I said,
grandmother
why?
lived in Detroit.
What is wrong? What happened? What happened to Detroit? I want to know. I'm an American. I want to know, how did what used to be a great city become the humiliation, the ridicule of America? You know, and then they gave me answers, and one of the answers was Pastor Manning saying why Detroit is not. Detroit got destroyed because of niggerism.
Niggerism?
Communism. Yeah. He said it's niggerism going on down there.
And so when you saw him, Johnny, the
So
pastor.
I watched that one little article, and I
pastor,
wanted
he's
to,
a public
it was
speaker.
interesting enough that I started watching more and more and more. And before I know it, I realized, fuck, this black man's like the leader of he's like the grand wizard of the KKK for blacks. You know what I mean? Even Chris Rock says, boy, I wish I could join the KKK because I love black people, but I hate niggas. I can show you a video where Chris Rock says that. I love
Chris
black
Rock,
people,
I love
but
him.
I hate niggas. He goes, there's a little war going on out
I like
there.
that doing that.
Doing that-
Cop.
The
thing.
cop. Oh yeah.
I love watching.
Oh, that one. I seen that one. Yeah.
What is it? Is it?
How to not get your ass kicked
Kick. Yeah.
by the police.
By the police.
But see,
People,
Pat-
myself, he starts telling people, myself, have always wondered, have you ever stood in front of a police officer and wondered, is he going to kick my ass? Well, wonder no more. He just that one. I love that.
Pastor Manning, he's not a pastor, he's a public speaker because he never really talked about God or anything else like that. And then when he does quote Bible verses, it's the wrong one.
I told Lexi, I go,
Did you
I
tell?
may not go to church, but I do listen to my pastor. I didn't. It was the first time I introduced
right.
Lexi into it. And so I said, so please, give me some time. It's Sunday. I'd like to listen to my pastor. And I was at Bonnie's house.
Yeah.
And I turned it on. And he started going off on his religion.
Yeah.
And then Lexi kept quiet because I asked her to. And she finally came in the room. Johnny, Do you get any religious value from this?
Yeah,
I
she's
don't
right.
understand.
She's right.
I don't
said the same thing.
understand. It doesn't sound like he's talking very much about the Lord. He
Yeah, I
sure
said
is
the
cutting
same
down
thing.
niggas. He sure is cutting down niggas.
Yeah, he does totally what the pastor doesn't do.
I asked Samantha what she thought. She said, I don't like him.
Why don't you see where Pastor Manning is today? He was up on indictment for tax fraud. His church got closed down.
Well, all
because
those sermons are old.
he won't have a new one because I don't know if he's in prison or not. I want to find that out. But his church,
I don't know if
they
it
wouldn't give him
existed.
tax money,
then
so he did something.
Well, no, because
and
tax is
and then
separate.
He got indictment.
Indictment?
But yeah, he was indicted. I don't know how that turned out. I don't know if he was cleared or he went to prison. I don't know. That's all I heard. This is a couple years ago.
Okay.
So yeah, they're old, but I think he's a public speaker. He's not a pastor. He ordained through the internet or something, but he never quoted. When he quoted the Bible, I looked it up and I showed you that it was the wrong verse. And I said, "You sure it was Kings? I think it was the first King something." And I can't tell you today because I really don't know. And so I won't quote the Bible verse, but he was talking about totally different things and the lines of cutting down somebody. And it says in First King, blah, blah, and he had the wrong verse.
It had nothing to do with the
It had
verse.
nothing. It was not even the right verse. It was probably some Bible verse, but it wasn't the right one. It's like, dude, you're not a pastor. You're a public speaker. That's all you are. A public speaker does their opinions, and
But the TV
He
did
didn't
show an
say-
audience sitting on the pews, and
yeah. But he's not a pastor. He is a public speaker. Not once did he really talk about God. That's what pastors do. Pastors get on Sundays and they talk about God, not about niggerisms and cutting down their own races. And he was just a public speaker full of garbage. He's barely a man. He's just a thing. It just he's pitiful. He's kind of like Hugh Don Insane going crazy.
well, remember that?
American version of Hugh Don Insane, except he doesn't kill people like
Yeah,
his
exactly.
own kind. But he talks about his own kind.